Okay, you saw some of the powwow. Is that traditional, the powwow that we just showed?
Yes, there are more and more powwows very similar to that all across the country. And we are sort of ending up with a generic powwow that is considered common. Dances were traditionally done in many different ways by different communities
and that's what we were seeing there in some of that film.
Yes, that's one of the more generic style that are done with huge numbers, usually called an intertribal powwow, where people are coming and bringing their individual clothing, but particular dances are repeated in all of those.
I have to say, this woman is so knowledgeable. I can't believe we went through the Tribes Hill, not through the entire place, but the exhibition. She could pick up anything and tell you the whole history of it, how it was made. I mean, this woman is amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you.
No. So what do you have here?
I just brought a fan that is a dance fan, and to have one of these would be quite the honor.
Can we hold it up? Maybe
sure.
That's okay. I'll hold it like that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The macaw feathers here in the blue and the red, those are from a macaw bird that lives in South America and in Central America, and these feathers would have been traded all the way to the Central Plains.
These are not colored, right?
These are not dyed.
That's what I meant.
The pieces down here, the small feathers in this area, are dyed, and so are the threads that are used here. Dyes were very traditional. The one thing is that when you try to look at the old materials, the dyes are not as vibrant. And half the time, if you're looking at a really old basket, if you want to know what color it was, you have to take off the lid and look inside and you go, wow, that's what color it originally was. It doesn't, people look at the things that are old and they're going, oh, they didn't know how to do the dyes. I'm going, no,
they
dyes
did.
fade
They
in
fade.
Sunlight, whether it's the clothing or the traditional natural dyes that are used in basketry.
This is gorgeous. And they would use this as a ceremonial dance?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what else have you brought? Because, I mean, just please go to Viaport. Go and visit that exhibition. It's huge. It's not just little. It's huge.
Well, we started out originally with at the Viaport Mall with just a few cases, and then we started adding other ones, and we were given more cases, and as we've gone through, we've added to the other sides. This one,
this is amazing. This is gorgeous. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't
this
wanna...
is this is one that was from the Bar Harbor Native American Basket Museum, and they had this one and another one that I have at the mall.
And are these shells? What were they?
This
Tell me, what are they?
This is
vertebra.
Yeah, well, I first looked at this one and I was in shock because the bottom is perfect. All alignments are exact. I took a look at it and I thought it was carved in bone.
Yeah.
And then I took another look and I said, no, that is
the
woven
basket.
grasses and dyed woven grasses. And the perfection of it kind of speaks to how good this basket maker was. And this would be the Passamaquoddy one, and a different one is Penobscot.
And then this is interesting because I would never have thought this was Native American.
Yes, and this is, I have all kinds of different pieces that have the tufting. The woman who does this is off Six Nations Reservation in Canada and will be coming to work with us. And the tufting is extremely difficult, only for animals that you can use to do it because they have to have the hollow hairs.
Oh.
So you can only do it with elk, muskox, moose, and caribou. Some of them are darker than others.
That's going to be hard to get, isn't it? Or
we manage.
You manage, yeah.
Good
go
trade.
Up north, get those caribou.
Yeah, good trade. So we
You're
find
still trading, huh?
Oh, forever. We never quit. We are bringing in. They bring in the hairs, and then you actually have to cluster the hairs, pull them through, attach them to the box or to the leather, and then you have to cluster them, and then you trim them to fit. Amazing, absolutely amazing work on this.
I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
We have all kinds of pieces done in tufting, but you'll find that in the Iroquois section, which is right beside the Algonquin section, people who lived side by side to each other and did not end up doing the same arts and crafts. This has become a fascination.
But we're
that
talking
they're being
about arts
done.
and crafts, but didn't they utilize these things?
Yes, absolutely everything.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we think of it as arts and crafts is something you put on the shelf. But they were using their baskets. They were utilizing all of it.
People aren't thinking in terms of what Native American people made with just things found in nature. These are all objects that start very, very, very simple. And
This
the
is
detail
amazing. This is
is
gorgeous.
incredible. The precision, you have to know what you're working with. And we find the browns and the whites had of the porcupine quill. They all start brown on one end, turn white on the other. And
Oh,
one of the things you have to do is perfectly align it if you want like this
a pattern.
yeah, lace work on
Yeah.
the side and quill over quill. So I don't know if I
So these are the quills too over here. Can you get that? I don't know. Bring that in maybe a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Take a look at that. Those
layer
are
upon
porcupine.
layer.
And I'm going to tip it sideways so you can see the side as well. That's just an amazing piece. It's gorgeous.
Most of the pieces in the collection are chosen for the detail, the perfection of alignments, and to make sure that they are all.
And I want to hold this up because
Yep,
there's a story.
right over the spot.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt that. I don't hurt that. I don't want to damage it. This one you mentioned about the tulips.
Oh, yes. The beadwork has changed over time. And one of the things in the local area is that you could not originally do beadwork that was involving animals because that was considered paganism. And then you get yourself in really big trouble, in a very big hurry. So the question is, what could you do? So I have a bag that I showed you that somebody must have drawn on a piece of paper. This is what you can do in flowers. And the Native people found out the Dutch would buy the tulip things.
And there's tulips on
anything
it.
that has tulips on it.
Yeah.
So the next thing
Isn't
you
that
know,
gorgeous?
Native people are making the bags with tulips all over them because that's something you can sell. One of the things is if you're
Look at that. I mean, look at the work on that. Can you see that? I mean, that is the detail on that and the colors on those tulips are just beautiful. I just want to make sure you pick that up on the camera as well. And then this is done. That's
this
leather.
is leather,
That's leather.
and that's on a pony. So this is what I call a ponytail bag.
Oh.
This is really the back end of a pony. So
Get
you can
out.
imagine originally that these would have been a great deal larger bags, but this is a smaller sample of one. We have a 3D world, so there's sizing on both.
Right, and I'm just, Brendan, I'm going to say who's coming up next week, and then we're going to finish up the interview. We're going to have the Animal Protective Foundation on, talking about their neuter program. The MySci will be on, talking about their upcoming activities, a pancreatic cancer research walk. Proctor's, we have the Rensselaer City Esplanade, I'll say that 3 times, and Toys for Tots will be on with their big train. This is another piece that I'd like to talk about. And then again, that is a foot of a...
It's the toes down here of the
Yeah.
caribou and the back toe, which is kind of like on the back of the heel.
yeah.
And this is coming out of Alaska.
fetlock, is that what they
and
call
so
it?
this is
Yeah.
the hairs that you would have used
Oh.
to do the tufting. So I imagine probably some of the other parts went into tufting because you do find tufting in Canada.
And what would you use this for? Just as wall hanging?
That's a
or-
wall hanging in this case.
Yeah, that's beautiful. With a face on there, too. That's
Yes, wood.
Oh, you know what it is? I can tell now. It's a person.
Here.
It looks like a person, yeah. With the
I would
hands,
say
the,
in a
the-
mask.
The hands and the feet. That's great. Oh, I love that. Love that. That is really cool. That's really nice. Well, this is only an example of what you would see there. Please go over there. They've got jewelry. They've got baskets. They've got... It's like everything is just a feat. It's something for your eyes to just enjoy. They've got quilts on the wall. They've got... I mean...